Hello, welcome to the first video in this series. Now, most videos you will see on the internet today, you're going to see this interface. This is because Cinema 4D along the line changed their interface to the one I'm going to switch over to now. I just want you to know that you can still switch over to that old interface in case you are watching a video on the old interface. So I'm going to just come to this place. Legacy layout is active. That is why I have this old interface. So to exit from this interface, I will go back there and click on this again to deactivate it. So if I go back there, it's deactivated. Although it's deactivated, but I'm still on the old interface. And that is because I am waiting to apply one of these here. So if I click on standard, then we are back to the new interface. So if you want the old interface, then click on this icon, you click on legacy and switch to one of these and you'll have the old interface. This screen you're seeing is divided into three major partitions. So the first one and the most important one is this viewport. This is where everything you do in Cinema 4D is being displayed. So the next one I'm going to talk about is the object manager. This object manager holds whatever you're being viewed on the viewport. For example, if I insert a cube, it's going to be displayed on the viewport. Then if I insert any other thing like a disk and a plane, they will all be in the object manager and they will be displayed on the viewport. So in the object manager, I can determine the hierarchy of these objects. I can put the disk, let me make this larger. I can put the disk inside the plane and also the cube. So this is where we do the hierarchy of things in Cinema 4D. And the third one is the attribute manager. This is where we alter, we edit, we adjust the object in the viewport. For instance, I can hide this disk and plane. Then I want to hide these lines you're seeing here. So I go to filter, workspace, hide it. Then I can adjust my cube, and as I'm adjusting the cube, look at what's happening to size X. This number begins to increase as I increase the shape on the viewports. So the attribute manager gives us the ability to edit, adjust what is in the viewport. So this is the first thing you need to know about Cinema 4D. The viewport, the object manager, and the attribute manager. So here I can create segments, and as we'll be seeing later in this course. Now let's go into another important aspect of the viewport. If you look very well, you will see three lines here. This green, the blue, and the red represent the three dimensions in any space. Let me get rid of all this first. So to make this explanation easy for us to understand, if I insert a rectangle, this rectangle you see is of two dimensions. It has the length and the width. So I'm going to hide that. Then I'm going to insert a circle. Same thing. This circle is just flat. That is 2D. I'm going to hide that. But the cube we had before is 3D, which is 3 dimensions. is starting from here. We have the height, and that runs from top to bottom. Then from there we have the width. This runs from left to right, and we have the depth, which is from front and backward. Now it's important you understand this. And also we have the next set. This is also important for you to understand. We have the Y axis, which is from up to down, and the green line, and we have the red line, which is the X axis, and the Z, which is the blue axis. So if you want to compare this, the Y is the height, the X is the width, and finally have the Z as the depth. If you don't understand this, then you have no business with 3D. You must understand this. So this will enable you to understand what we mean and how to relate with the Y, X, and Z axis, because this is all you need in a 3D space. Now we are moving into one of the most important beginner topics in this course. Let's talk about navigation. So what we're going to learn here is how to navigate inside Cinema 4D, how to move around the 3D world easily using the mouse and keyboard shortcuts. Once you understand this, you will never feel lost in 3D space again. Everything you build in Cinema 4D happens inside this viewport. It is your 3D workspace, like a camera view into your digital world. To create or edit objects, you will constantly move around inside this space. You're going to be orbiting, panning, and zooming. So let's start with the mouse navigation. So the first movement we're going to do is this. Hold down the Alt key on the keyboard and click on your mouse. Then you're going to orbit around the scene. While the Alt key is being pressed on the keyboard, I'm going to click and I move round Cinema 4D. I move the mouse. I can move it left to right, up and down, any direction at all. So that is going to be the first movement we are going to learn today. So I can also orbit with this icon here if I don't want to use the keyboard. So when I click on this, I just move left, right, up and down. So that gives me the same as holding the Alt key on the keyboard. Alright, so the next one is we're going to hold the Alt key on the keyboard and click and hold the middle mouse button. So I hold my Alt key, click and hold the middle mouse button, and I pan or move the view. I can go left, right, up and down. So I'm panning. Now if I don't want to use the keyboard shortcut, I will simply let it go. Then I'll come to the shortcut here. I will see move camera and I'll click on that and I move 360 or I can move left, I can move right, I can move up, and I can move down. So it's going to give me the same movement. Alright, the next movement here is going to be zoom in and zoom out. So I press the Alt key button on the keyboard, then I right click and hold the mouse, and I zoom out by moving down, I zoom in by moving up. So look at what is happening here. Zoom in and zoom out. Now if I don't want to use the keyboard key, which is the Alt, I'll simply come over to this icon here, scale camera, I'll click on it and I drag it down and up. I move down, I move up. It's going to give me the same zoom effect. So as little as these few movements, this combination gives you total control over your camera view in Cinema 4D. There is a third navigation that no one uses, and that is locate the 1, 2, 3 on your keyboard immediately after the function keys. If I hold down keypad number 1 and I click and I move down and up, I'm doing the same thing as panning. Now if I let that go and I press down the number 2 on the keyboard and I click down up, I get the same zoom effect, and then I let go. If I hold down number 3 on the keyboard and I click and move right and left, I get this orbit effect. So just for your information, most people don't use this, but it's good you know it. And another thing you have to know is that you can orbit around a particular space. For example, I want to orbit around this X, so I'm going to leave my mouse pointer on the X, press number 3 on the keyboard, and I go left and right. So I'm orbiting around X. X is the center of the orbit. If I want to orbit around Z, I take my mouse pointer to Z, I press down number 3 on the keyboard, then I move left and right, I orbit around the Z. If I want to orbit around the center here, I do the same thing, keypad number 3 down, then I click and move. So that is that about navigation. Here is an assignment for you. We have some shortcut keys for quick navigation. So I want you to press F1, F2, F3 and F4 and see what happens while you do that. You're going to be switching between these views. So take that as your assignment on navigation. So if you ever get lost or you can't find your way, all you need to do is go to the object manager, select that object, then on your keyboard you hit the key X and that object is going to be centered on the viewport for you. For example, if I move this far away and this is the cube, if I click on the cube here, as you can see, this is the cube. If I click on it, then move my mouse pointer into the viewport and tap X on the keyboard, it positions that object at the center of the viewport. Then if I try again, if I click on this cube, for example, if I click on this cube and I move my mouse pointer into the viewport, and I tap X on the keyboard, it goes to that cube and it centers it on the viewport. Now, another way of doing this is to go to View and go to Frame Default. And this is how you navigate like a pro inside Cinema 4D. You now know how to orbit, pan, zoom, switch views using both mouse and keyboard shortcuts. This is where I'm going to stop this video. I'll see you on the next one.